Aloha everybody, this is Joshua Hayes at BigWayTrade.com coming to you with the September 16th stock market wrap-up for you to use on the September 17th stock market session. What else can you say about today but wow. The NASDAQ was up 1.45% on very strong volume, and in fact, since the mid-late period of July, it's its biggest gain on the highest volume since then. The other big bars that stood out to me were three red bars, the two in August that you're seeing on this chart now at the beginning, and the one at the very beginning of September. But now that this bar has come along, I'm starting to get a lot more happy. And then I want you to look at this weekly chart. Look at the weekly chart of the NASDAQ. Clearly, there are big, tall green bars over the red bars, and the red bars aren't that bad, very tight closes. The only problem is that this is a runaway market. Either you're going to buy the breakouts, or you're going to buy the moves, or you're going to miss the gains. And I want to show you just a recent long, what I'm talking about. HOLI was given to my platinum members here on September 10th as an early long. Looking back on it, why in the heck did I not go long this stock? Just a bad decision to not buy it that day. However, I got my signal the very next day. Now, people are like, oh my gosh, so you didn't buy the day before and it's up 8%. Now after it's got an 8% gain, you're going to buy it? Yeah, because it's breaking out of a very beautiful ascending cup-like base. The ascending part comes from June to the August lows to the September lows. And as you can see, the higher highs from June to August. And the cup base comes from August to September. This ascending to cup base breakout was great. And in 3 days, 21%, 4 days, 31%. Cannot beat that. So some people did get it here, like 1 or 2, I think, actually, only. But congratulations, you two. And then 1, 2, 3, there you go. So 4 days, you got a 31%, or in just 3 days, we have a 21% gain already. Am I going to take any off? No, not yet. Why? There's nothing that looks capitulatory about this move. Nothing is bad. Max Green Bop, huge accumulation after a fresh breakout. This is stuff that you hold. You do not sell this kind of stuff. And right here, I probably should have gone long it, but just the breakout and the way it moves, I mean, that's just fantastic. And then, of course, right now, the best one that I have, but it's not, sadly, my biggest, is Dan. And look at the move from July to now. 276% gain. What's 275 and 275? Or what's 275 multiplied? I believe if my math's right, it's 525 or 20 or something like that. I don't even know right now. Spun. Sorry, guys. But something happened. No big deal. Anyway, so 275. You get 550, excuse me, not 5. What the heck? See, I am spun right now. So I tell you what, in a very short amount of time to get a 550% gain in 2 months on margin, you know you're in a very rampant bull market. New York Stock Exchange, look at the relative strength line, clearly leading, but look at the mid-cap 400. Look at this thing. Look at the relative strength line. This is where the bull market's at. It's in the mid-caps. Look at the SMLX, the small cap 600. Okay, look at that relative strength line. Now look at the mid-cap. Clearly, this is the one. This is the one that you want. These are the stocks that are moving. Look at that, 74% gain. During that time, how much is the NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange, up to that 74% gain? 66. So you can see how the S&P 400 is leading. Let's see how much the NASDAQ is up from the lows. I cannot believe these kind of gains, 68%. So clearly, it is the mid-cap 400, the S&P 400, or whatever you want to call it, that are the leaders here with a, 75% gain. So mid-cap 400s are great. Small caps are also great. And this is just very, very good. Let's see how much this is up for you just to show you how strong this market's been. Up 78%. So actually, this one's leading, but the relative strength line is just a little deceptive because of how extremely strong it was from March to April. And look at the mid-cap from March to April, and you'll see it wasn't that big, which is why recently the relative strength line looks much better, clearly. Then the other thing, of course, I showed you were the IBD indexes. They are not fully updated right now today. I do not believe, but still, you get the picture. As long as we were up over 1%, I'm going to still remain happy. But I think I saw like the IBD 85, 85 or something like that, or 100, I'm not sure which one it was, posted by one of our members, was up 1.2% today, which means that it lagged the NASDAQ and lagged the mid-cap 400. But still, very strong recently relative strength lines the past 10 days. Got to keep sticking with those can slim stocks as long as they're working. And as long as this market's moving up, do not fight this trend. Are we extended? You're darn right we are. Trust me. This is not normal to be rallying like this. This is unlike anything I've seen. Now, if I can show you 2003, I want to show you how extremely bullish 2003 was. But in 2003, I want you to notice something. Look at the pullback areas in 2003. They weren't huge, but look at how long some of them were. Not a month quite. This one's a month almost. This one's over a month. This one is a month long, and you got breakouts. Guys, compare that chart right there with those slight little pullbacks that you see along the way since the March lows. And even look at the 2002 lows. If we were using our March lows now, look at what it did before the 2003 bottom. Nice small drifting back to the lower support and holding the highs. This rally, look at this chart. There's no pullback. You have one pullback right here, and we still got no hot basis from it. And if you want to call this period a consolidation pattern, well, notice how recently the canceling stocks are working. So maybe this one from August to September was the one I'm looking for. However, I would love to see this market pull back, move higher, pull back, move higher, pull back, move higher, and not just go straight up. Look how many days we're up now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of the past 9 days are up. And let's even go further back, and let's go all the way back to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 days up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days down. 16 up, 5 down. Guys, I would like to see 10 big up days with 10 small down days, but I don't think we're going to get it, so we're going to have to continue to chase these breakouts or wait for like nice setups like Holly. Like I said, I don't know why I personally didn't buy it here, but oh well, at least I know some people did. And however, my second breakout worked. We have a lot of stocks now, of course, but recently, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stocks account for 20% of my portfolio. They're all recent longs. The rest of my longs, which is a very large list, actually, under 100, which is better than most mutual funds out there, is very large and very well spread out, but without the perfect charts, which would be Rhino from a longer base back here, right here. It would be a base price action like Rhino, volume just like Rhino, bop just like Rhino, but with a bigger base. That's all we would have needed. And then I could have gone really heavy, got a nice 70% gain, I think, at the top. I can't even remember what it was. Yep, near 70% gain. Could have been good old happy, but it wasn't long enough, so I got to be a little cautious. And, of course, Rhino isn't keeping up anymore, so clearly Rhino is not the leader. Stocks like Kong are my favorites and leaders. And you guys knew I loved China before. I still love it today. And when you look at stocks like Kong, it's hard to see why not. Another big winner of mine, VIT. Look at VIT today. Here's where we went long back here. 86%. Got 170% on Kong. Look at FUQI, even though it was down today. Look at the nice uptrend it's in. Well, I'll go ahead and just use this point just for quick reference. So it's about a 55% gain from the buy. Here, if we could have gotten it at the open, though, we could have had 73% after my buy signal. Still, things are looking good out there. I'm not too negative at all. I continue to be bullish. The only thing I'm negative about is the runaway market. Look at gold today. Unbelievable. I'm glad I got my gold at GLD at 88. Where is that at now? 99. Not a big gain, but better. And I'm glad I bought my gold bullion, thank God, around like about the 950 or so price, the 940. I can't remember, but I didn't buy it just to make a quick profit and sell it. I'm holding this for a long, long time. And I'm telling you, if you guys do not like trading, do not like investing, but for some odd reason you love me or love these videos, I do recommend to put some of your money in gold. Right now, I don't think so. I know I wouldn't. That's why I'm telling you, you probably shouldn't. But you can do whatever you want. I would like to get it off pullbacks to the 50-day moving average or the 200-day moving average like I did earlier this year. Okay, everybody? I'm a gold bull. I'm a silver bull. I'm a platinum bull. I'm an oil bull. I'm a stock market bull. But one thing I'm not a bull on, something that we all have, cash. What a ridiculous joke. You think Obama's is doing a great job as a president? The United States dollar tells you all you need to know about the direction of this country. And going back to the September 11 tax, I do not believe that that was a coincidence that we topped around that area. as Alan Greenspan made mention, these kind of shocks fundamentally change the market for multiple years to come. Very odd, very weird. But what's even more interesting is on the S&P 500, if I go back here to 1998, just like right here to 2009, 11 years down 4%. Yet during that time, from 2003 to 2007, you had a 75% gain. From 2000 to the 2002 lows, you had a 50% loss. From the 2007 highs to the lows, you had a 50% loss. And from the 2009 lows to now, you got around a 50% gain. So you got to be nimble in this market, and you got to be a mover. You can't just stay still all the time. Aloha, everybody.